Okay, I'm now going to add a club to Get Active London. So from the Get Active London homepage, you first click Add Your Activity Club or Venue. Now the system already knows that I'm logged in as me. You might get the login page coming up here where you'll have to enter your email address and password, but it already knows that I'm logged in. So the first thing that comes up is it's asking me what I want to enter. So we're going to add a club this time around. So welcome to Get Active London. Please type the type of item that you want to add or edit. So I'm going to go with club and then click the next button. The first thing it's asking me to do here is to check that my club doesn't already exist on Get Active London. So I'm just going to run a check for the club that I'm going to enter, which is called Justin's Club. And then hit the search button to make sure it's not already in the database. Now you'll see that it's returned no search items. So I'm going to add my new club by clicking the Add New Club button. Now I'm going to follow each of these steps in the wizard, going through each window in turn. So first thing, club name. I'm going to call this Justin's Club for the purposes of this tutorial. My sport, well, I'm going to do athletics, and my website, www.justinsclub.org. And then click Save and Next. The next window it appears will ask me about the quality assurance of my club, whether I'm accredited or affiliated. So am I affiliated to a recognised body? I'm going to say I am. And I'm affiliated to England Athletics. Am I accredited? I'm going to say I'm not, so I'm going to leave this blank, then save and next. The next step in the wizard will ask me about my disability provision. So which impairments do I cater for at my club? Do I cater for deaf people, visually impaired, physical impairment, mental health, or learning, or those with a learning disability? So if I have none, I'm just going to click none. What disability, equality training, or other disability training have my coaches had? I would put details in this box here. Would I like support to attract and include disabled people, yes or no? Well, I've said that I don't have any impairment groups within my club, so I'm going to put yes, I would like some support. And what impairments do current members have? So again, the same list. I'm going to put none at this point. Save and next. The next step in the wizard is for me to identify my principal venue. This is where the activities take place. So I'm going to search for venues in the borough of Richmond, which again, for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to state that my club is in Richmond. It will then return a list of all the venues down here that are in the borough of Richmond. So I'm going to state that my club is at Hampton School. Now if your venue doesn't appear in this list, you can add it by clicking here. We'll cover adding a new venue in a separate tutorial. So I've selected my principal venue. I'm going to click Save and Next. The next stage of the wizard is for me to enter in my contact details. So Mr. Justin Webb, my role in the club is chairman. My email address so people can contact me and I can get details of my username and password once this club entry has been uploaded to Get Active London. My phone number and my mobile number. Now the address finder here, this is so I can enter details of my home address. This is optional, it isn't a compulsory element, but this is just so the administrators of Get Active London could send you details in the post should anything come up that needs to be posted to you. It will not appear on Get Active London, it will not appear in the directory, but again this is optional. Because it's optional for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm not going to enter it. Save and Next. The next stage is for me to enter the offering, what my club offers. So as part of my club, I might do sessions for mixed gender, for juniors only, It could be from 5 to 16. It's very much a social club for the juniors. I've already stated there's no disabilities supported within this offering. I'm going to save this offering and add another. Now it might be that I also offer adult only sessions, again mixed. So you can see my initial offering is added here. My next one is going to be for adults only. So it's going to be 16 to, I'm going to say 106. It's going to be beginners, fitness and health. There's also going to be a coaching element, performance element, and it's competitive and social. So I'm going to put down there it's all of those things for the adults. Now that might be my only two offerings, so I'm going to click Save and Next. Now the last window to complete is any additional information that you want to put in here. So it might be a little bit of history about your club. It might be something that you want to portray about your club. You could also put in a YouTube video in here by embedding some YouTube text. Now to do that, you could simply click the source button and then you'll be able to drop in some YouTube text. This window acts very much like Word, so you've got bold, italics, underline, format. So you can just have a play with this window, justify, center. It works very much like Word. As I said, you can add bullet points, even do a spell check. So it might be that you want to put something in here about the history of your club. So I've simply put that the club has been around in Richmond since 2001 and we welcome all new members. In this area, we suggest that you don't put details about your activities that your clubs run, so maybe your training nights, because the best thing to do is add those as an activity, which we'll cover in another tutorial. The reason for that is then your activities will be time-bound. They will have a date associated with them, even if they're recurring. So if someone was to search the database for events happening on a Tuesday and you'd added your training night as a Tuesday activity, then they would appear in the search results. So for now, all the details that I've added for my club I'm happy with, so I'm going to go to Save and Finish. The process from here, as far as your job is concerned, you've entered your information. This information will now go to a borough gatekeeper in the borough in which you operate. They will review your information, check that it's all correct, and then your activity will go live, and then it will appear on Get Active London.